Our final presenter for today is Belinda Murray, and she is the Commercial and Strategic Developments, Head of Strategic Developments at ASX-listed Strandline Resources. Belinda's worked in the resources space in various roles for the past 25 years. She's held numerous roles, including General Counsel, Executive Director, Commercial Strategic Advisory roles, including spending 12 years at BGC. At Strandline, Belinda is responsible not only for providing support in the commercial and strategic spheres, but also in the environmental and sustainability portions of the company. She also provides general operational support, and as a former employee myself of Strandline, I'm very keen to hear about recent developments in the company. So welcome, Belinda.
Thanks very much, Anna. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very pleased to be here today. Also want to welcome the ministerial representatives and the Commissioner. So I'm very excited not only to be presenting here today on behalf of Strandline Resources, but also on behalf of Nyati Mineral Sands, which is our joint venture company with the Tanzanian government. So I draw your attention to the disclaimer. So Strandline's mission is to build a significant critical minerals business, initially diversified by our projects in Western Australia and Tanzania. We're an emerging producer of heavy mineral sands. Strandline employs 160 people, with construction complete on our Coburn project in the Shark Bay region in Western Australia. But you may not know that Strandline has a very long history in Tanzania, with our first exploration tenements secured 10 years ago. And but for the COVID pandemic, we would be here today celebrating the completion of our first project in Tanzania. So why mineral sands? Well, our mineral sands products are classified as critical minerals, which are obviously in high demand. Strandline's primary minerals are zircon and titanium. These products are used by everyone in everyday life. Titanium dioxide-based products, ilmenite and our rutile, are used primarily in pigments for paint, plastics and paper. Zircon is primarily used for ceramics. So demand is driven by urbanisation, rising living standards, plus new applications in electrification and renewables. There is pressure on supply as many new potential projects have stalled and existing mines have reached the end of their mine life. So given this environment, Strandline is very well placed to capitalise on that strong market. So why Tanzania? So I'm sure you're all aware, but there's a large percentage of the world's mineral sands come from Africa. The South African coastline plus Madagascar host a series of heavy mineral deposits. Major producers are Mozambique, South Africa, Kenya, Madagascar, and so Tanzania is well placed given the future reduction in supply. And there's some really good reasons that Strandline has backed Tanzania. The high grades, the mineralisation is at surface, the major infrastructure is already in place, and Tanzania has a long history of successful mining investment. Under the guidance of Her Excellency, President Samia, the Mining Commission and the Ministry of Mines, Tanzania has very much re-established itself as the premier destination for mining investment in Africa. So how did we go about it? Strandline identified the areas with the most potential for mineral sands, which is why we selected these 4 areas. So Fungoni, which has a mining licence, Tajiri, where the special mining licence is due to be granted, Bagamoyo and Sudi projects, which have enormous potential upside. As I mentioned, Strandline's formed a joint venture with the government, our Nyati Mineral Sands, and was one of the first projects to finalise a framework agreement under the new laws. So all tenements are licensed and will be developed by Nyati. So we're really, really excited that this tenement suite provides the launching pad for a multi-decade mineral sands industry being developed in Tanzania. So Fungoni is the first project which Nyati Mineral Sands is focused on. It has a rich mineral assemblage and is only 35 kilometres away from the Dar es Salaam port. So this picture is our Nyati chief geologist pointing to a high-grade zircon. So look, this provides an example of the mineralisation at surface, which is high-grade, high-quality zircon, which is really world-class. As mentioned earlier, our Fungoni project was ready to go just prior to COVID. All feasibility studies were completed, Nedbank CIB funding was in place, a mining licence and the environmental certificates were granted. So Nyati Minerals has also recently paid the compensation payments to the project affected people to secure the site. So now with the new laws embedded, our framework agreement executed, and with the government to create Nyati, we are really well positioned to push forward with this exciting project. So Tajiri is the cornerstone asset in Nyati's portfolio. Its proximity to the less busy Tanga port and the long mine life of 23 plus years makes it an ideal site for our downstream separation facility. Tajiri has secured its environmental certificate and is in the final stages of securing its special mining licence, which we understand is not very far away, and that would make us very happy, Commissioner, if we get that soon. There are a lot of similarities between Tajiri and the Coburn project here in Western Australia. Certainly, it's key that both have a very long mine life. So I'd like to let you know about Coburn Mineral Sands Project. It's Strandline's flagship project that was developed here in Western Australia. Coburn is in the remote area of the Gascoyne region in Western Australia, although it is close to the export port at Geraldton. Of the 160 people employed by Strandline, 120 are based at the Coburn site. Female employment is 21%, and our Indigenous engagement is 10%. So look, we're really proud of what we've achieved at Coburn. It was built on time, on budget, and this is remarkable given the very difficult and challenging circumstances with the COVID pandemic, the rising costs of labour, the shortages. So it has been a challenge, but we are, as I said, I think proud that it is a remarkable effort of what's been achieved. We have an exceptional safety record, great people, great culture based on very, very strong values for the company. And based on what we've been able to achieve at Coburn with the resources, the knowledge and the skilled workforce, we're really looking forward to being able to apply these learnings from Coburn to Tanzania. So this is a really exciting project. I'd like to now show you some footage of Coburn, which really displays the scale of our asset and what we've achieved and what we can achieve in Tanzania. Thank you. That does really show that it's just a multi-generational project, and certainly you reflect on that and you think, well, what does this all mean for, for Strandline and Niati in Tanzania? So for Tanzania, it's a new industry with a trusted partner. We look forward to creating jobs and long-term revenue and much happiness. And certainly with the Niati Mineral Sands, we're looking to building our next flagship project using the experience of the Coburn project in Western Australia. So where to from here? Certainly the real focus is obviously on securing our special mining licence for Tajiri, finalising the Fungoni resettlement of the project affected people, updating our project studies for Fungoni and for Tajiri, and finalising the funding options, refining our commercialisation plans and offtakes, and certainly we're just looking forward to getting on with it. So thank you very much.